Hey guys, welcome back. If you noticed the big change, one, I got a haircut. Two, we are in a different place. It's because I'm visiting my best friend here, Molly.
Hi.
She lives in Chicago, so we're staying in her dorm. And today,
Residence
hall, my bad. And today we're gonna do the best friend tag. So, let's start. How and when did we meet?
Alright, I answer this, or
Well, we can both answer it, yeah.
Well, because we kind of remember it differently. See, I remember youth group first, but you remember the show first. But, like, they were, like, kind of at the same time.
Yeah, so I remember, like, we were in this, like, show together. It was, like, my first show, and, like, I had seen Molly before, but I didn't really know who she was. And then I, like, went to church one Sunday morning, and you guys were, like, selling your bodies, essentially. Like, you were, like, selling, like, yourself, like, for, like, labor.
Yeah.
And, like, it would be, like, donated to the youth group or to charity or something, whatever. But yeah, and then...
So religious.
And then you guys were like, you should come to youth group. And then that's how it, like, started.
Okay.
But that's what I remember.
Yeah, and see, I remember, like, seeing you around, like, the show, and then, like, then you started the youth group. And so, like, we just kind of, like, were, like, talking and, like, hey. But then it, like, really kicked off, I think, when I invited you to my birthday party.
Oh, God. Yes.
It was my 15th birthday party, right? Yeah, 15.
Yeah, you were 15.
And I was inviting people over to my house just to, like, watch movies and, like, eat food. And Brett's a year older than me, so he could drive. And he drove to my house. And he parked in my driveway, but my dad had to leave, so he was like, Brett, you have to move your car. So Brett moved his car, but then he parked it in front of a fire hydrant. And my dad was like...
I didn't know!
He was like, you can't park there, that's illegal. So he had to move his car again. And so by the time he, like, finally came in, it was just, like... awkward.
I just felt so awkward because I, like, had to move this car, like, 2 or 3 times. And everyone was just kind of staring at me, and I was like, I don't even know, like, any of you. The birthday, yeah, it was definitely, like, solidified as, like, we weren't just, like, random acquaintances.
We were friends.
We were friends. Okay, what's your favorite song right now?
My all-time favorite song has never changed. Is the song I'll Be by Edwin McCain. Like, literally the feels every time. But, like, right now, just, like, currently... I'm really hooked on, like, Andy Grammer's music.
Ooh, I do like Andy Grammer.
He has a song called Forever, and it's just, like, in my heart, and I like it a lot.
Check it out.
So, the Duff soundtrack was, like, where I, like, got it from. Look up the whole soundtrack, but it's good.
My favorite song right now, I always, like, interchange, so I don't have, like, a favorite, like, forever song. But, like, right now I think my favorite song would have to be by this girl called Juliet Sims. It's called This Is the End of the World. She just released, like, this EP. She's, like, an indie rock kind of girl. If you've, like, kind of have heard the name, she got 2nd place on The Voice Season 2. But I loved her, like, before that when she was in her band Automatic Love Letter. And then she's kind of had, like, a quiet period after the show, but now she's, like, finally getting this, like, Kickstarter thing, and, like, she just released this EP, and it's all wonderful, but that's probably, like, my favorite song off the track. I think you should give it a listen if you're, like, into that kind of music. That one's kind of a ballad, so, like, I think it appeals to a lot more people.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Even if you're not, like, generally interested, give it a go. Try it. Do it.
We won't lead you astray.
No.
Okay, number 3. Would you rather watch a comedy, a horror, or a chick flick?
I love all of them. I'm a huge movie person. I have, like, over 100 movies.
Yeah, it's like, if we could turn
behind
the camera, there's, like, a bookcase full of DVDs.
Like, I love them. But it just depends, because, like, horror movies are just so repetitive nowadays. So, like, I love horror movies. I used to hate them, but I love them now. But they're just so repetitive now, so, like, kind of wait till they're on Netflix to watch. But, like, I love comedies, and I love teen rom-coms. I'm that person. So, like, 10 Things I Hate About You, like, the 80s classics, like, the feels.
The feels. I don't know, I'm kind of the same way. I really like to watch a lot of movies. That's like what we've been doing a lot while we've been here.
Yeah.
But I guess if I had to pick one, I'd probably just, because of nostalgia, I'd pick horror. Because like I do like horror movies a lot, and it's because my mother was like a giant horror movie fan. And so like I've seen like all the like 80s horror movies and all that things. Like when I was younger, she'd be like my go-to person. Like we'd go to the movies and watch the scary one.
Okay.
Describe each other in just one word.
One word.
Oof.
You go first.
I would say you are caring. I think that's a good word to describe Molly. She's like very considerate and like always concerned for like everyone else. Like me, her position here at DePaul, she's an RA, so she like cares for like a wide group of people as it is. So I just think that like that's who you are, and that's kind of like a very like central characteristic of you.
Okay.
Yes, that's my answer.
I mean, I would say artistic. That's the word that I would use to describe you. Because I mean, like, yeah, you're caring, and like, I obviously love you. I don't know, like you got the photography thing going on. Now you're doing videos. You also draw. You have a real talent, and like you sing and you act sometimes too.
That one's not so good.
So yeah, I would say artistic and, or maybe talented. I don't know, interchangeable.
One or the other. Okay, so this one is like a joint question for us. If you could go anywhere in the world together, where would it be and why?
Ooh.
Like this one, I don't know, because like I like to travel. So I mean, I'm kind of down for wherever.
I mean, personally, I would say New York. Just because, like, I love New York. I've been there twice, and, like, I really want to share that experience with you and just, like, go for a week and just see shows.
Have you ever been camping together before?
Yes!
We have!
We have! Not this last summer, but the summer before. No,
Yeah. Yeah, it was a couple summers ago.
Yeah.
We went, it was me, you,
And
Anthony, my boyfriend.
And Lisa came out for one night.
And then our friend Lisa did come out for one night, and did she actually end up staying? Or
I
did
think she stayed.
I did think she stayed the night. So yeah, we have been camping. It wasn't glamping, but it definitely wasn't like hardcore camping. There we go. What concert would you take the other to? I haven't been to an Ed Sheeran concert, but I've watched a lot of his like live performances of doing his own songs and like covers of like Sam Smith and like other things that he's done on YouTube, and I think like he always is like consistently like really well, and I'd really just like to see him live.
Yeah, if I'm like being selfless and like what concert we're going to, I would take him to like a Bruno Mars concert.
Bruno Mars.
Because like he likes Bruno Mars. I'm very hit or miss with Bruno Mars. But I mean, like if I'm being like, I want to go see these people, I would say like, I don't know. I like so many people.
You gotta pick one.
I don't know. I think like a Katy Perry concert would be fun.
I think that'd be
I
awesome.
think it'd be like a party.
It would be. Who was your high school crush?
We're answering this on this video?
I guess.
I had a lot of crushes throughout high school. At one point I had a crush on him.
I had a lot of people that were like that. And then it all came apart when they got to know me. I had to break their hearts. I was a heartbreaker after I got my heart broken.
His name was Kyle. I'm not gonna say his last name. But he was like kind of a preppy kid and like, I don't know, he was just really attractive, but he was kind of a douche. But like, I kind of have crushes on douches sometimes, minus this guy, but yeah, Kyle.
His name was Zach. He was like a very like jock kind of guy, which I have a thing for, I guess, but yeah, he ended up being a giant douche to me and whatever, so that ended quickly, but I liked him for like a good while.
Those douches, they get
Those douches, they get ya.
You're
Do not
attractive.
fall for douche wagons.
Don't do it.
Nope. Do you miss anyone right now?
Right this second, I mean, when you're not here, I miss you. So, like, if we weren't together, that'd be my answer. But I mean, I guess I'd say my sister.
Obviously the same. If I wasn't here, I'd be missing this girl. But right now, I miss my boyfriend Anthony. What is your best friend's biggest fear?
What's my biggest fear?
Spiders.
Do you know? My worst fear is like falling.
Falling?
I
So
hate
it's not
it.
heights, but kind of along that line.
Like not.
You mean just like slipping and falling?
Like, yeah.
I don't like heights or spiders. I feel like there's something else. Oh, like closed spaces. So like in the like claustrophobia in like haunted houses when they have that like where you have to go through a tunnel and they have like the like parachute kind of material and it's like blowing so like your thing is only like this wide. Where does your best friend want to live when they're older?
Not Iowa.
Not Iowa.
I know that much.
Molly. I mean, you like said you really like Chicago, and now you're
do.
kind of like, well, I'm gonna go to Denver or
Maybe.
something. But I think you like, if you could, you'd probably want to live in New York. Would be like your ideal place.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. Aw. What do you love most about your best friend?
Stop.
Stop.
What do I love most? That's like such.
It is a
I
hard
love
question.
everything.
Everything. Well, I just love that you're always like there for me. I mean, we don't see each other, and sometimes like we don't talk every day, but like when we do talk or like when we like meet up, it's always like nothing like has changed. Like
Yeah.
we're always like caught up on things, and like she's always there for me, which is what I love. Like if I have an issue, she's like a phone call or a Skype or whatever away, and she'll like be there.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd say very similar things. Like, you're always there. Like, I can tell you anything, and I know that you don't judge me. And, like,
And she does tell me everything. Okay, so that was the video, guys. That was Best Friend Tag.
yeah.
You met her, you learned a little bit about me too. Let me know what you think. I'm probably going to also do a video, like a small one of us kind of perusing around, either kind of with this or as like a small separate video. But let me know what you want, let me know what you think,